Hi, hello. This is Charlie from Charlie Birch Consulting, and I'm here today to give you a quick video tour of the Happy Home template. So this template, as you can see here, is designed for home services businesses. It's a great template for roofers, contractors, landscapers, painters, HVAC service providers, really anybody who's providing a professional service inside the home. Okay, so this is the home page here, and right at the top you can see you have this announcement bar, this blue line here at the top. And this announcement bar can be customized. It can be turned off as well if you just choose not to use it. But you can customize the messaging. You can customize what it links to. I'm not going to click through to that right this moment, but it's an opportunity for you to click through to access a coupon code. And really the point here is to help you grow your list, tempt first time potential customers into becoming first time actual customers. And then if they don't stay in touch with you the way that this is set up, you can retarget them with email marketing. So that's the function of this announcement bar here. Then you have this your logo here at the top where you see Happy Home template with the little house. This can be customized to be your own company logo. And then over here on the right hand side, you can see the what we call the primary navigation. All of the items here on the primary navigation are customizable. The verbiage, you can add items, you can take items away, and then you have this call to action button here, this call today button, and you can also customize that button to say something different. For example, if you want your initial customer to book a consultation, that's what I use on my website. But a lot of times with these home services businesses, what we find is that the initial call to action is call today, talk to somebody, get on our schedule. Okay, so then you have this wonderful banner. And again, everything here is customizable: the headline, the subheadline, the button color, the image itself. But you have this nice template here of a very eye-catching, clear statement of what it is who you are, what you do, and who you serve right at the top, and this call to action button, what we call above the fold. You'll see if I scroll all the way up here to the top of the site, this call to action button, contact us today, is what we call above the fold, meaning that the viewer does not have to scroll down to see that. And that's a conversion optimization feature that you have there. Then here we have this nice section where you can feature any professional organizations that you are associated with. This gives your customer confidence that you are a legitimate company, especially when you're coming into their home. Very important to build trust right away that you are a legitimate company. Then you have this brief about section here, which gives you an opportunity to tell your potential customers how long you've been in business, the communities and neighborhoods you serve, the types of services you offer, and what sets you apart from your competition, with an opportunity to click through to the full about page to learn more. Then here we just have a nice graphic banner. Again, you can change this to a brand specific photo, something that is directly related to the audience and the service that you provide. If you keep scrolling down here, you'll come onto these slightly animated pictures for the service section. And this is an opportunity on your homepage, again, keeping in mind your homepage is a summary page that's going to summarize and the whole site, the site as a whole. So here we recommend that you put your 3 most popular services, or your 3 services that you are most wanting to advertise at that moment in time. These are changeable. You also don't have to have 3. You could have 1 primary service if you have kind of an introductory service that you want to feature. And you could add more, but again, this is kind of where you want to really focus on the couple of core services that really drive your revenue and really are the kinds of things that a first time customer would be interested in, what draws people into your business. And then again, they can click through to the full services page to learn more. Again, here, this is just a graphic banner, in this case, showing, what clients are saying, the word around the town, talk of the town about your business, word of mouth. So this is an opportunity for you to offer some social proof in the form of testimonials. And here we have 3 featured testimonials, where you can include a positive testimonial from your loyal clients. If possible, have them write it in a certain format so that you can see that there's some uniformity, but also that helps you really get to the heart of what you want your testimonials to communicate. What is the problem I had as the client? What solution did I expect to get? What was my experience with this company? And this is why I recommend their service. So, a nice template that you can use to gather feedback from your clients that you can feature on your website to give other potential clients confidence that what you're saying about your company isn't just coming from you, but that you have a happy book of business. Finally, you will come down here and you'll see this on every page. So I'll just go over this one time. On every page, you have a final call to action where you're telling your customers exactly what you want them to do next, and then you're giving them an action step button. Now, obviously, this copy here is instructional for you as you would be installing. I would be installing the template, but you would be customizing the content. So you would put something that is actually a final call to action. You would tell them exactly what you want them to do next, and then you would customize this button verbiage to match that call to action. So, for example, if it was book a consultation today or request a quote, you would put request a quote. Then you would put something to the nature of find out how much your custom job will cost you, or how much we can save you on your custom job, maybe is a better angle. And then you would say, request my quote today on the button. Okay. And then at the bottom here, you have your footer. And again, all of this is customizable. You have a 3-column footer over here. You have the explore column, which again is going to walk your people through some of the core pages on your site. And this will give you an idea too of what else is included in this template. So you have an about page, you have a services page, you have an FAQ page, which is a frequently asked questions page. We'll get into that in a second. And you have a request a quote, and you have a book a consultation. Now, both of these two, the request a quote and a book a consultation, they are included in the template, and you can choose which one, if any, makes the most sense for your business. Then you have this middle column here, which is an opportunity to refeature your logo, make a statement about the community that you serve and the location of your business. Now, this is helpful for your user, but it's also good for your SEO. So that's why we have that there. Then you have a link to your privacy policy, which you're legally required to have, and a terms and conditions, which you're not legally required to have, but is considered best practice to include. And then down here, this right now is my copyright because the template, until you purchase it, is copyrighted to me, but it would transfer over to you and it would read copyright 2000, whatever year you purchased, and your company name, all rights reserved. And then I ask that, if you don't mind giving credit where credit is due, leaving the web design by charliebirchconsulting.com right there so that people can know where you got your template and possibly get one as well. All right. And then you have your other column over here, the connect column, where is another opportunity for you to give your customers an opportunity to connect with you and clearly state the ways you'd like them to do that. So you can have your customized email address here and your customized phone number there. Okay, scrolling back to the top, let's take a little tour around these other pages. So we've already kind of talked about what the other pages are as we went over the home page, but we'll take a look at those layouts now. So let's go over here to the about page. The about page, and you'll notice about all these what they call internal pages. Anything that's not the home page is an internal page, but this is also a parent page because it lives here on the home primary navigation menu. But all of these internal pages will have this unified banner where you'll have the line, the page name, and then another line just framing very clearly for your people. So you'll notice that is consistent throughout the template. Okay, and on this home page, or on this about page, excuse me, you have an opportunity to let people know about your mission of your company and the purpose of your company. And you don't need to get fancy with this. It doesn't need to be anything very complicated, but it's a nice way to tell the story of your company in a way that really speaks to the needs of your customer. Then you have an opportunity down here to outline your company values. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe you have 5, maybe you have 3. This is all customizable, but this is an opportunity for you to explain to your customers in a very clear way what your values are so that they can connect with you on a more meaningful level, know that you have shared values. People like to do business with people who have shared values, and you can explain to them how that translates into a promise in terms of how your company is going to show up in their home. Again, very important. when you're working in somebody's home, as I'm sure you know, to really establish that know, like, and trust factor, and values are a great way to do that. Okay, so scrolling down here, again, another know, like, and trust factor favorite is obviously your team and who it includes. If you are able to feature the ownership, the leadership of your company on your website, that gives people a face to a name, makes it more human, makes it more personable. That is going to increase your know, like, and trust factor. So again, you can add more than 3 pictures here. You can add different names and titles here. But we recommend you get as many high quality pictures of your team on there as possible to enhance that know, like, and trust factor. And then again, here you'll see the standard footer that you'll get on every page. Moving over here to the services page, you have the same unified header, logo, menu, announcement bar, page name here. And then you have, again, 3 core services. And as I said, with the homepage, the template assumes 3 core services, but you may have more. So you can always increase the amount of services. So service 1, you'll see, is formatted like this, with the service name, a description, and a request for a quote, or whatever is the appropriate call to action for you for that service, and then a relevant picture. Then you would scroll down and you can see this alternates both in it's a mirror image here, which is a nice visual contrast with the white box versus the blue, and then here with the blue background versus the white, just to create that nice visual definition from section to section. And then you can do the same thing here, service 2, with a description and the appropriate call to action and a relevant image. And then you continue down to service 3, same format all the way down. And if you have more than 3 services, you would just want to install, let me know when I'm installing. You would just want to let me know how many services you do have, and I would just continue this pattern down the page until all the services are incorporated. Then you have this same final bottom part here, this footer. Okay, let's go over to our work. So you might be thinking, what's the difference between services and our work? So the services are the things that you offer to your clients, and the our work is an opportunity for you to showcase your portfolio of work. And this is especially great if you are a landscaper, if you are a contractor doing renovations, being able to show before and after pictures. Okay, so this is a image that I put together of, a weedy yard, and then somebody comes and mows it and it looks much nicer. But you can incorporate any type of before and after work here that you would like. And that's a very simple page followed up by that same unified footer. Okay, so these are the 3 core pages at the top. You'll notice the home page is not linked because you can always click onto the logo, and most people are savvy enough to know that in this day and age. And these are the 3 core pages that we recommend, or that I recommend, that you use, and is considered kind of industry best practice to really drive conversion on your website. Then you come down here to things that are important to have but aren't necessarily the key actions you want people to take. You will see, again, we do have about and services here. The our work is not included. Let's click over to the frequently asked questions pages. This is a very exciting page. Actually does have a little bit of custom code and some functionality you won't get from a standard Squarespace template. So for example, here you will put your frequently asked questions. This is a great way to communicate with your clients without having to, or your potential customers, without having to field every question every time. Even if you get an email contact form coming through that says, here's my question, if that's a common question you get, you can redirect them very easily to this page. It's also a great way to help their sales process along. If people are browsing on your website, don't have the answer to the question they need in order to take that next step, having this page here will increase the likelihood that they will get their question answered and will take that next step. And finally, it's a great way to incorporate keywords onto your website and get Google's attention. But the thing about this particular page that I want to tell you about is that it's got these expandable menus. Now, obviously, you'll have your real question and your real answer. And this is one of the custom coded pages that I included in the template that you would not be able to get this functionality without a professional template. So as you can see, and it saves a lot of space, as you can see. So when when the people come to the page, they can see all the questions right away versus having to scroll to find the question they're looking for. So it's a much cleaner user experience, much more to the point, and then they can click to open the question that they want. Okay, so that's the frequently asked questions page. We'll pop over here to the request a quote page, and this is a form that the infrastructure is here. You can link this to your email, you can link this to your CRM, you can link this to a spreadsheet to store the data. There's lots of ways that you can receive the information. You can also customize this form to be relevant for your business very easily. Okay, and this is an opportunity for your customer to say, I'm interested in doing business with you. I need to know what the price tag is. And this is an opportunity for you to give them an ability to take that next step while also controlling the information that you receive. So this is an optional page that's built into the template. You can use it, you can turn it on, you can turn it off if it's suited to your business. Similarly, we have the book a consultation. So Squarespace has a partnership with a company called Acuity Scheduling, and it does allow for this native integration. You can see here, these are kind of just some examples, 2 hours of carpentry work, and who knows if these prices are realistic for your business. All of this is customizable here. You can choose the type of appointments, and this might be a feature that you only give to existing customers, or it might be a feature that you give to any potential customer at all that's interested. It all depends on your sales cycle and your sales system and how you introduce new customers into your business. So you could have this as a hidden page that you only give to your existing clients, or you could have it as a live page, or you could choose to turn it off entirely and not use it at all. Do be aware that Acuity is, like I said, a partner company with Squarespace. So in order to get full functionality out of this page, you would also need to subscribe to the Acuity system and have a membership with them, which I believe is like $15 a month. It's very reasonable, especially when you consider the amount of time and energy your staff and your customers will save from going back and forth with scheduling, because that can be a huge time suck. Okay, so that's that page here. Let's go ahead and click on the privacy policy. So the privacy policy is the literature on the privacy policy is definitely something you're going to want to consult your lawyer or attorney about. However, the infrastructure to have a privacy policy page is not built into any Squarespace template, and it is legally required. So the infrastructure for this page is what you're paying for when you're investing in this template. And then you'll have to add, there's no way for me to know what your privacy policy is, and I'm not a lawyer, so I can't provide you with that level of service. And then the same thing is true about the terms and conditions page, except that it's not legally required. It's just very strongly recommended as a way to protect you from potential liability and get everybody, reading the small print. So this is the same thing. Consult your attorney, but the infrastructure is built and linked in your footer, and that is not true of the stock Squarespace templates. Okay. Last but not least, I'm going to come over here back up to the announcement bar, like I said at the beginning. So an announcement bar is simply this bar that comes across the top, and you can see over here, I'm not going to click on it, but there is a little X, so it can go away. There's different settings for the announcement bar. If you want to have it show every time on every page, then you have that option. The other option is to have it only show the first time people visit your site, so that you have a little bit more control, and continuing customers don't continue to see a promotional piece of information. And again, you can change this to be whatever you want, but the base template has it set up as a call to action that entices new customers to access a coupon code. When you click on the coupon code, you land on an opt-in form here. And again, customize the picture, customize the call to action, link this to your CRM. You are able to link with Squarespace has a native email marketing, but you can also connect to MailChimp rather easily, and really any CRM that you'd like to, you could integrate with this page. but it gives you an opportunity to not only entice new customers to take action, but like I said at the beginning, capture their name and your email address so you can market back to them. So here's some autofill information for me. So let's just go ahead and I'll show you kind of what that would look like. And then I would just enter my information, and then I would click send me the coupon and I would get the coupon. Now this is not actually turned on because it's a template, but you can see kind of what that would look like. And it says your coupon is on the way to your inbox. I get my coupon, I call you, I schedule service, I get my discount, I become a customer. So you can see that the template is very well thought out. I'm going to take you back to the home page. It's all customizable, the fonts, the graphics, the color palette. I went with a very standard blue here. I figured that was a pretty safe bet for the home services industry. But all of these things are customizable. And that is your tour of the Happy Home template. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions, by all means, feel free to browse the rest of the page here with the product description or reach out to me directly at charlie@charliebirchconsulting.com.